we're looking at how you would draw a box and whisker plot. So we need to calculate a 5-number summary to do this, especially if we're drawing it by hand. When we're using a calculator to draw a box plot, we can jump straight to drawing it and calculating our 5-number summary as we go. So with your calculator, we're going to go into statistics. Now, I've pre-entered my data, so it's all there listed, all 16 values. I'm going to draw a box plot. Now, previously we've been calculating using F2. Here, we're going to graph it. So I'm going to press F1. Now, it's asking me, well, I need to check what to do first. So I need to check my settings. I can see that it's graphing a scatter plot. So I'm going to scroll across by pressing F6. And I can see that there is med box, or box on some calculators, which is F2. And that's going to change it to a box and whisker plot. Which list is it reading off? List 1, that's great. The frequency, how often is it occurring? Well, each one's happening only once because they're individual pieces of data. I'm going to exit out of that, and then I'm going to click graph 1, so pressing F1. And there it's drawn my graph. Now that doesn't tell me my 5-number summary. So to find that out, I'm going to press down so it lands on my box and whisker plot, and press F1 for first variable. And straight away it's listed all of the data we need to know about this data set. So if I scroll down, I know that my 5-number summary is the minimum and the maximum, the lower quartile and the upper quartile, and then the median. So if we think of a box and whisker plot, we've got the min and the max. This one is the median. Q3 or upper quartile. And this is Q1 or the lower quartile. Now, each one of these is a percentage. And this is the biggest value, or the 100th percentile, and this of course is the 0. So each one of those represents 25% of the data. Now this one is very symmetrical, but sometimes they might be negatively skewed or positively skewed depending on the graph that you're having. So skew is how we use to describe it, but they're not always going to look like that, as we saw when we graphed this one. So we can see that it's got quite a long tail, which means it's slightly positively skewed because there's more data towards the front. So that's how you would construct a box and whisker plot using your calculator. The interquartile range is just Q3, subtract Q1, and that is the range from within the quarters here, the interquartile range. 5-number summary from your calculator. Good luck.